Hello, welcome to Godly Play. Today we're going to tell the story of the Good Samaritan. You need to be careful when you come close to a parable. You need to be ready. You can break a parable if you aren't ready. Look, the box is the color gold. Perhaps there's something valuable like gold inside. There could be a parable inside. They are very valuable. They are more valuable than gold. The box also has a lid on it. Sometimes it is as if parables have doors that are shut. You can't go inside the parable, even if you are ready. I don't know why. It just happens. So don't be discouraged. Keep coming back again and again. One day, the parable will open for you. The box looks like a present. You know, there may be a parable inside, because you are given parables as a present even before you were born. Even if you don't know what a parable is, it is still yours. It looks old. Parables are also old. They are older than you. They're older than me. They're even older than your grandma and your grandpa. They are almost 2,000 years old. I wonder if there's a parable inside. I have an idea. Let's look inside. I wonder what this could be. I wonder if it's a giant brownie or something. There's so much brown. There's no green at all. There's nothing but brown. There's no blue. And it's scratchy. Let's see. I wonder what this could be. It could be a crack that you could jump over. What could it really be? Perhaps this whole thing's going to break into two pieces. I got two other things that helped us out. Now what? Oh, it could be a road. It is a road. It's going from this place to this place. But there's more. Look. I wonder what this could be. There's no light in them. They're just black. They're like shadows. Let's see what else there is to help us with this parable. There once was someone who did such amazing things and said such amazing things that people followed him. As they followed him, they heard him speaking of many things. Sometimes people ask him questions. One day a person asked him, "What's the most important thing in life?" The person he asked said, "You already know." That is true. I do. It is to love God and to love people, just like they are your neighbors. The person paused a while and thought, and then he asked another question. But who is my neighbor? The person he asked then told this parable. There once was someone from Jerusalem going down to Jericho. As he went along his way, he was attacked by robbers. They hurt him. They took everything he had and left him by the side of the road, half dead. There was also a great priest of the temple who went from Jerusalem down to Jericho. When the priest came to him, he went to the other side of the road and went along his way. There was also someone who worked at the temple, who went from Jerusalem down to Jericho. He was one of the people who helped the priests. He took care of the temple and helped with the music. He was called a Levite. When the Levite came to the place where the person was who had been hurt and had everything taken from him and was left half dead, he went to the other side of the road and went along his way. There was also a person who did not live in Jerusalem. He was visiting from a country called Samaria. The people in Samaria did not like the people in Jerusalem, and the people in Jerusalem did not like the people from Samaria. When the stranger came to where the person who had been hurt, had everything taken from him, and had been left at the side half dead, the stranger went to him. The stranger put medicine on the places where the person was hurt. He gave him his coat to put on. He then put him on his donkey and took him to a place to spend the night. The stranger even stayed with him all night, and in the morning he gave the innkeeper enough money for him to stay there until he was well. Now, I wonder, who is the neighbor to the person who was hurt, had everything taken from him, and was left by the side of the road dead? I wonder if this was his neighbor. Or I wonder if this was his neighbor. Could he be his neighbor? Do you think this could be his neighbor? I wonder if this could be his neighbor. I wonder who the neighbor is to this one. This isn't so easy, is it? Who is the neighbor to this one? Then who is the neighbor to this one? Now I wonder what would happen if the people in the parable were women and not men. I wonder what happened if the person finding the injured traveler was a child. Here is a traveler, the Samaritan, the priest, the Levite, the two thieves, the city, the inn, and the road. I wonder what part you could leave out and still have the story. I wonder what's the favorite part of your story, your favorite part of the story. And I wonder what part you would be in this story.